Okay, so today we'll be talking about pre-calculus, particularly circles. Okay, so determine the center and radius of the given equation x squared plus y squared plus x minus y equals 0. So this is already in the form of a general equation since naka-equate siya to 0 and one line lang yung nakikita natin. Ayan. So general form yan. That is in the form of and this. Oops. Ayan. So, x squared plus y squared and plus dx plus ey plus f equals 0. Wherein, yung d dyan is just 1, yung e is -1, and yung f is 0 since walang constant. Okay. So, unang gagawin dyan is to convert that general equation into standard form. Ano ba yung standard form ng circle? That is x minus h quantity squared plus y minus k quantity squared that is equal to r squared or the square of the radius. So, minsan ang tawag din natin dito ay center radius form. Center radius form kasi that is in the form of yung center niya, okay, yung coefficient or yung point ng center niya, that is h comma k, and then square of the radius. Kaya yun, center radius form. Unang gagawin dyan is to group like terms. Okay, lahat ng x isasamahin. So, x squared plus x. Then sa kabila naman, lahat ng may y isasamahin. Y squared minus y. Then sa kabila, constant lang siya. Since walang constant, 0 yun. So, ayun, equal to 0 lang. And then, ang gagawin natin dito is to complete the square. Okay, paano complete the square? Ang goal kasi dyan, so completing the square is to make this binomial into a perfect square trinomial. Okay, so kumbaga anong i-add mo dito para maging third term, para maging perfect square siya? So ano yung perfect square na alam natin? Still familiar with this equation? The square of binomial, that is a plus b quantity squared. Diba? So that is just equivalent to a squared plus twice ng first term, that is a times b, and the square of the last term. So this is a perfect square trinomial or PST. Ayan, perfect square trinomial yan. Yan siya. Trinomial. Ibig sabihin, kapag yung binomial in-square natin, or that is a square of binomial, ayan, kapag in-evaluate mo, oops, malay ng spelling. Ayan, binomial, and it will have a perfect square trinomial. It will be a perfect square trinomial. Okay, baga itong a plus b, that is a binomial, in-square mo, always perfect square trinomial yung makuha mo dyan. So, ang goal mo rito is i-represent mo muna to as a perfect square trinomial para ma-convert siya as ganito. Okay? So, ang gagawin dyan ay simply copy the first and second term. Then, para makuha natin yung last term or yung third term, i-half lang natin yung coefficient nito ng second term. That is parang dito. I-half natin to. Ayan, kasi yung 2ab, kapag hinhalf mo yan, that is divided by 2. So, ma-cancel yung, wait lang. Ulitin ko. Okay. Ang gagamitin na kasi natin dyan ay 2b. Kasi yung a, ayan yung first term eh. Diba? So, dito yung first term natin is a variable. So, ayan, hindi natin siya isasama. I-disregard natin siya. Coefficients lang. So, ayan. So, 2b, half mo siya. So, magiging b na lang. Then, isi-square mo. 'Di ba? Para maging ganito. So, ganun lang din yan dito. Okay, x squared plus x, i-half mo si 1. That is 1/2. Then, isi-square. So, ayan na. Then, plus, dito sa kabila naman, y squared minus y plus, i-half mo rin si -1. So, kahit positive na yung gamitin dyan kasi isi-square mo rin naman siya. So, at the end, magiging positive pa rin siya. So, 1/2 pa rin to squared. And that is equal to kung anong in-add mo rito, dagdag mo rin dito. Okay, that's for the sake of equality. So 1/2 squared plus 1/2 squared. Ayan, sabarahin na natin to. Medyo, ano na. Ayan. Oops. Sobrahan. Ayan. Okay na yan. Dx. Y squared plus dx. Ayan. Okay na yan siya. So, simplify natin yung left side and right side ng equation. This will give us, ayan, x squared plus x plus 1/4. Diba? Kasi 1/2 in square mo, so 1 squared over 2 squared is just 1/4. Plus, ganun din sa kabila, y squared minus y plus 1/4. And ganun din dito, 1/4 plus 1/4. Okay. And then, ang gagawin dyan is, eto, pansin nyo yung kanina na a minus b quantity squared, di ba? That is equal to a squared plus 2ab plus b squared. So, that is already in the form of this, di ba? A squared plus twice ng a, which is 1, plus b, x. So, ganyan siya. Ayan. And then, ayan, twice ng 1/2 rather. Twice ng 1/2 and multiply natin sa first term. So, 2 times 1/2, that's just 1 times x of x. Then plus yung square ng 1/2. That is 1/4. So, i-represent natin siya as ganito. Positive pala to. Ayan. So, papalitan lang natin. Kumbaga, i-compress natin siya. Okay, so magiging get the square root of the first term, square root of x squared, that's just x. Copy the sign of the middle term. Ayan. Then, get the square root of the last term. So, 1/2. Then, apply mo na yung square. Parang ganun lang dito. Diba? Get the square of the first term, A. Copy the sign of the middle term, positive. Then, get the square root of the last term. The square root of b squared, that is b. So, ganun din gagawin sa y. Pero since minus yan, edi ito gagamitin natin. A minus b squared, that is equal to a squared minus 2ab plus b squared. Kaya, yung sa sign niya, nagbe-base siya sa second term. Okay, kasi kung positive siya, kumbaga a plus b to, edi positive si 2ab. Pag a minus b naman, negative si 2ab. So, magiging y, copy the same middle term, then get the square root of the last term. Squared. Then add natin to, 1/4 plus 1/4, that is 2/4, and that is equal to a half. So, ayan. Actually, that is already in the form of center radius form. Okay, we're in. This is x minus h squared plus y minus k squared, and that is equal to 1 over square of 2 squared, diba? Ayan, kasi 1 squared, that is 1, then square root of 2 squared, that is just 2. So, ayan, kumbaga, yung center natin, which has a coordinate of h, k, h natin ay, since positive 1/2 yan, so that this can be expressed as x minus negative 1/2. Negative 1/2. Ayan. So, negative times negative, that's positive. So, if x minus h, yung h natin ay negative 1/2. Or, in other words, pwede lang natin i-reverse yung sign niya. So, since positive siya dito sa standard form, kapag i-input mo na siya as the center, coordinates ng center, mag-change yung sign niya. Mag-flip. From positive, magiging negative. From negative, magiging positive. See? Nasa dito, negative 1/2. Okay? Pero ganito kasi yun, y minus k. K lang kasi kailangan natin dito eh. So, y minus k. So, kaya, and 1/2 din siya. Positive. Ayan yung coordinates ng center. For the radius, ang radius natin, that is just the square of this, square root rather. So, eto siya. That is 1 over square root of 2, or 1 over square root of 2. Pag i-rationalize natin, kumbaga, multiply lang natin iyan by square root of 2 over square root of 2. Okay? Kasi madalas, dito matanggap yung proof na may denominators, may radical sa denominator. Kaya, pinara-rationalize or get the conjugate. Ayan. The square root of 2 times 1, the square root of 2. Then square root of 2 times square root of 2. Square root of 4. And that is just equal to 2. So, ayan. Square root of 2 over 2. Yung radius niya. And that's it. Center, negative 1/2, comma 1/2, and the radius square root of 2 over 2.